Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here at T-Roy Cooks. I appreciate it very much. And today I'm cooking with the Pit Barrel Cooker. It's a new addition to my family over here. And I've got to thank Noah and everybody over at Pit Barrel Cookers for providing the Pit Barrel Cooker to me. She arrived safely. She's a beauty, folks. Can't wait to get cooking on it. I'm going to be cooking a brisket point, and not a full packer, just the point end, so half a brisket. And we're going to be cooking it using some Kingsford charcoal, which is what Pit Barrel Cookers recommends, just plain blue Kingsford. And I'm gonna got some pecan or some oak or maybe some hickory. I'll find out what kind of wood chunks I've got in my garage, and we'll throw a little bit of wood on there. I'll let y'all know which one I'm choosing here later on. And also for the rub, I'm just gonna coat the brisket down with some Worcestershire sauce, and we're gonna put some of the Pit Barrel Cookers Beef and Game Rub on there. We're gonna check that out. Should be a fantastic day. We're gonna see how long this thing takes. It's about a 3.5 pound brisket point. Gotta stick around. It's gonna be a good one. All right, folks, before I fire up the Pit Barrel Cooker, we're gonna go ahead and put a little Worcestershire sauce on this brisket point, like I said. And it's already trimmed up pretty good. I'm not really trimming anything else on it. And we're going on this Pit Barrel Cooker. This is their Beef and Game Pit Rub. And I apologize, it is really windy out here, folks. Really windy, so hopefully y'all can hear me okay. That's a nice looking rub. Yes, indeed. All right, and then we're just going to do the same thing to the other side. And we'll meet you back here very shortly. We'll fire up the pit. All right, folks. Noah was kind enough to send me one of his Pit Barrel Cooker chimneys right here, which is a lot smaller than your normal standard chimney. Makes it easier to dump the coals down into the Pit Barrel Cooker. This is your charcoal basket right here. You go ahead and level it off with some Kingsford Blue, and then you take out, you know, like 40 or so of these. All right, there we go. That should be close to 40. I've got a little starter down in here. Where's my lighter? Oh. Go ahead and light this baby up. All right, she's lit. Give this about 12 to 15 minutes. All right, folks, it's been 15 minutes. I'll go ahead and dump these in. You can see how having this smaller chimney makes this really easy. Just like so. Go ahead and got some hickory. We're going to throw some hickory down in there real quick. We're going to put our rebar in. And you need this rebar in here to this thing is designed to use with the rebar unless you have the lid off. If you have the lid on, you've got to use the rebar. Put the lid on there. Let's get that brisket ready. All right, folks, for the brisket, I'm just going to go in the thickest portion, and I'm going to put 2 hooks. I'm going to poke through. There you go. So I'm going to go ahead and use 2 hooks in this thing just to make sure it doesn't fall out. We're ready to hang this on the Pit Barrel Cooker. All right, it's just been a few minutes since I put that lid on there. Just gonna put the meat on there. Again, just hang your meat in here. Something like that. Put your lid back on. Let that baby rock and roll. And it's about 11 o'clock right now, so we're just gonna let this thing go. And not sure what temp it cooks at. It's a set it and forget it type smoker. But it is 11 a.m., so I'll let you know. We'll check on it here in a little bit, see how it's doing, but I'll let you know at the end how long it took on this 3.5 pound brisket point. I'll be right back. All right, everybody. It's been 4 hours. This is where we're at right now. 258.3 for the pit, 168.8 for my brisket. Let's take the lid off. I have not taken the lid off yet. This has been just going 4 hours, just like you see it here. And y'all check that out. Let me get a little zoomification on there for you. That's a nice looking bark on there. And I still have plenty of coals left. We're gonna let this keep going, folks. We'll catch back up here in a little bit as it gets closer. All right, folks, we're 5.5 hours in. Let's check that out. I'm just gonna start spritzing it here just a little bit. I have not spritzed it yet until now. So 5.5 hours in, put a little spritz on there. And just some fruit juice, that's all I'm using. Let her keep going. She's doing really good. The brisket's actually about 182 internal right now. Got a little bit left to go. See y'all in a few. Alright folks, my internal temp's only reading 185. But I'm going to take this brisket off. I'm going to wrap it in some foil. And I think it's got to be done. It's been on, let me see, it's about 5:30, so that makes it, well, it's pretty tender. Yeah, it can still go a little bit longer. I think the internal temp is more like 185 or so. But that's close enough for me, folks. But anyway, it's 5:30, so it's been cooking for, what, 6.5 hours? I'll put it over here. Take these hooks out. And I'm gonna go ahead and let this rest in some foil. Just tint it with foil, put it on the counter, and let it rest for maybe an hour. And I'm gonna put it with some, I'm gonna kind of shred it up actually, and put it with some cabbage and potatoes. It's gonna be a fantastic meal. I may show you a final plate, but folks, that's what we got right there. All right, folks, this is the brisket. It's been resting for about 45 minutes, maybe 50 minutes or so. Anyway, this is, Karen's already been kind of chopping into it, as you can see. It looks really nice, and actually I tasted some of it. It's really, really good. And let's get over here to this point section here. It's the point section. Check out how juicy this is, man. Oh yeah, man, that's good stuff right there. I'm going to cut a little bit of this off. And we're just going to kind of slice it down this way because that's the way the point needs to be sliced up. And I said earlier that I'm just going to take this and kind of shred this up. We're going to put it with some cabbage and potatoes. Oh yeah, man. There we go, folks. I guarantee you, man, I am really impressed with this pit barrel smoker. Hey everybody, appreciate you joining us back for this tasting of the brisket with this cabbage. Let me show it to you real quick. This is like corned beef and cabbage, except the brisket was not corned, it was just smoked. But this is fabulous, folks. Absolutely amazing. I put some bacon in there. Got my potatoes in there with the cabbage and the cubed up brisket. And as y'all saw that bark on that brisket, I apologize, it's so windy out here. But that bark on that brisket was awesome. And the flavor of that rub, that's good eating, folks. My word. Trust me, that's good stuff. That brisket's so tender. Let's sit that down. Yeah, that pit barrel cooker rub was excellent. Made a great bark. And the pit barrel cooker did really well. It started off about 260, then it climbed up and started maintaining 275 around there, you know, give or take a little bit. You know, as coals heat up and some will die out. So it's not gonna be a perfect 275 or 280, whatever. It's gonna fluctuate about 10, 15 degrees, so don't worry about all that. Just let it do its thing, man. It's designed to be a set it, forget it. And I showed you here, it definitely is set and forget it. And it turns out some fabulous brisket, man. I love that thing. Can't wait to do some more cooks with some different meats on it. So again, thanks for Noah and everybody over at Pit Barrel Cookers for letting me try this pit barrel cooker out. Definitely enjoyed it, and your rubs are mighty fine too. Folks, hope y'all enjoyed this. If y'all did, y'all give me a thumbs up. Hope y'all share the video, and when you do, please tell all of your friends that T-Roy cooks responsibly. Cheers, everybody.